What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today playing some more Watcher of Realms, and today I want to try to make a little bit more progress in Gear Raid 1. I'm not sure how much we will to make, if any, but we do have the event coming up today with Gear Raid 1 for, farming that and get points. I'm not going to do a bunch of farming in it today, though, because our Brave Conquest isn't up yet. It actually pops up tomorrow, so I'm going to wait to dump my energy until tomorrow, and then I'll probably do like a big 100, 200 runs or something, just to see what I can kind of get out of it. But the big goal today, tackle stage, I think we're on 17. We're going to try to take down 17. Not sure if we can make it happen, but we're going to give it our best shot. If we do make it happen and it feels like it wasn't too bad, we might even try stage 18. That is like a 50,000 power jump, so questionable at best. But in preparation for doing this, we're going to attack this the absolute wrong way. Because that's how I do things around here. Generally, the game wants you to run magic damage for Gear Raid 1. It just makes sense. There's a lot of high defense enemies that take bonus damage from magical damage. So things like Greed, Navros make a lot of sense. Things that don't make a lot of sense is someone like Estrid. But because Estrid is a freak beast who does all kinds of lawn mowing with this axe, today I feel like it's time to dip into our soulstone stash. I've been saving them all up. I haven't used any of them on anybody because I've been kind of waiting to see who the rising stars were that I wanted to invest in. And she absolutely is one of those people. She's slaying the crap out of everybody. She's been good in pretty much every area of content that I've had an access to put down a ground unit. She's been doing pretty good in. So I want to take her at least up to Awaken 3 today. The reason for that is, first, she gets the extra attack range, which is nice. You can put her behind tanks or something and have a little AoE sweeper back there, covered by Olag. That sounds like really nice. Crit rate plus 5%, not a big deal right now. She has over 100% crit rate, but obviously as we siphon our gear out and get better spots, this is just nice to have an extra 5% crit rate. But this is what we're really going for here. Right now, her basic attack has a 25% chance to land 2 strikes in a row, but her ultimate doesn't. And her ultimate is where all of her damage comes from. She hits like everybody on the screen in front of her, and she does a freakish amount of damage with it. This allows it to chain, so it can just sit there and just weed eat people down, just chop, 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 chop. That sounds like it's going to be absolutely just devastating, so I definitely want this one unlocked. Her 4 and 5 aren't bad. A -2 cost, I mean, hey, a 14 cost Estrid, sign me up. I think she's 16, I could be wrong, but either way, that's nice. But this also seems pretty good. Plus 30% rage regen against penetrated enemies. Since she does reduce their defense by herself, and this hits everyone, this could allow her to kind of refill her ultimate much, much faster. So 5 does seem nice, but 3 is where we want to go. I want to take her to 3. It's minimal investment for, I'm thinking, maximum reward. So we do have 10 of these, so it's not a huge deal to go ahead and blow, 3 of them on her. But I do kind of want to save some for like Lord Heroes and stuff, because they're obviously much harder to get copies for, so, kind of want to save those for them. There we go, number 2, and finally, number 3. Why did that one, why did the third one boost her battle power, but not the other one? Yeah, look at that. That gives her quite a bit of a boost there. Not bad. Now, her gear is not super great. I don't have her geared, obviously, best case. No set going on, so she's kind of just hodgepodge together right now. Eventually we will get actual good gear sets, and then she will take off much, much more. But she has a fairly respectable attack stat for being, how she's geared now, with guaranteed crit, okay attack speed, and a pretty hefty amount of crit damage. So I'm pretty excited to see what she's capable of doing now in Gear Raid 1. Before we do Gear Raid 1, though, we gotta do our daily campaign. Otherwise, we'll just fall behind in it. Plus, I need to get this done for the storyline and these soul stones, or not soul stones, these summoning crystals. That's what I was gonna say. So we need to do these. We need 3 ground heroes for this. Interesting. This might be a fun one. We do have 3 ground heroes, Boop Boop and Boop, and 2 platform tile damage units. Not sure how I want to run it. We'll just jump in here and see what happens. Lawn mowing Estrid probably needs to be where we're going to face the most enemies, and I'm guessing that's going to be on these 2 crystals. I think this is just a solo guy that comes out, so we could probably just run like Wrath, like this. And he can probably handle that on his own. I do kind of want to see how much damage this guy does. If I need to put a healer on Wrath, I will. We may end up needing to. because he's going to come back to life on us and then do a little AoE smash. Yeah, we'll probably end up needing to put one over there. For now, I'm not going to worry about it. I am going to get Estrid. Well, maybe we want to wait and see. We got plenty of cost. We'll throw Estrid down like this. Ooh, she has 2 attack range. I already forgot about it. And then we'll throw her up here. Livian's a really nice tank for stuff like this because of her little shield throw that stuns everyone. She can even crowd control people that's not in her lane. Oh, good lord. Get him, Estrid. Absolutely get him. Didn't even get a chance to walk up there. She's just smoking them. Hey, that extra attack range, already paying off. I don't think that's going to obviously change her ult. It already had that on the ultimate, but whatevs. I'm going to probably throw Navrast over here just for a little bit more AoE damage. I know they do tend to throw a lot of these guys at once, and I don't want them to accidentally slip by, even though I will have her ult up, which will decimate pretty much everybody. I guess we could throw you here just for a little extra damage support, just to make sure he doesn't get that first attack off. We may not even need... Ooh, so here comes lots of enemies. Do I want to pop the Weed Eater? Maybe not. Not yet. Navrast doing a pretty good job of taking all those out with his talent, though. Weed Eater time. Cha! There we go. Look at that. Ah, that's great. Just takes them all down. We only have 4 enemies left, so it's, no matter who it is, it's not going to be enough to get past us. We should be fine. I honestly think it's just 4 people over here. I don't even think it brings another guy up top, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Just 4 dudes over here, and Navrast just absolutely smokes on them. Nice. Good job, Navrast. But, oh, man. I'm excited to see her ultimate go crazy in Gear Raid 1, because there's so many enemies on screen, like, there's no way she didn't just keep proccing that thing, like, over and over and over again. So, 1-6 down, 1-7 coming up, 2 crystals to defend. I can't remember, I think big dudes might even come from both sides on this. I don't remember. It's not going to be too big of a deal. We do have healers, and both of our ground units that are fighters are strong enough to absolutely decimate whoever we want to decimate. So we can't defend this crystal from this side. We do have to put someone over here. I guess we'll just do the same thing as last time, and we will just dedicate Wrath to that spot. And I guess we can throw Idril here as well, just as like a little bit of a back support. And then on this side, we'll throw, we could even throw, honestly, we could stack them and do like so, and then put Estrid behind her, because now we have that extra attack range, and that's glorious. So I doubt anyone's making it through this line. It's going to be pretty crazy. Boop. Go ahead and get you down. And then we'll probably end up putting a healer on whoever needs it. I'm not sure if we'll need it too bad on anyone, really. But he will get some attacks in here, but she can kind of heal herself. Another nice thing about Livian. She's a really nice tank, man. All around, she's just a good hero. I do believe that those dudes will attack platform tiles when they resurrect. So, probably not a huge deal that we got him up here. I don't think we'll need a healer on Wrath. I think he's going to be okay. So we'll just go ahead and pop a healer over here just in case Navrast takes some damage. I don't think he'll be in any real trouble. It's just kind of a why not thing. He'll take care of most of these guys, honestly, by himself. Navrast up here, just that AoE splash damage from his talent is just disgusting. Sip on some delicious coffee and watch the enemies get destroyed. I really don't see Wrath dying. If he does, by some very unlucky miracle for the enemy team, Idril will probably still take out whoever gets resurrected there, and if she doesn't, she does her ult to snipe them all the way back this way. I guess if we were being like really crazy safe, we could have pointed Estrid that way, but I don't feel like we're going to need that. Lots of enemies coming in, but they are just getting... Look at that, I mean, you're just smooshing people, dude. Get freaking smooshed. Navrast is such a good hero. The fact that he is a fusible epic, it's just crazy. He is just so good in so much content. Same with Livian, though, really. Like, you can fuse her up and get her awake in 5, and honestly, I'd forgotten about that. I do need probably to start focusing on getting some more hero fusions done. Getting Livian to A5 would be nice, and since it's relatively easy to do, that could be pretty good. When she gets A5, she has her ultimate at all times. As soon as you drop her, she pops her ult, which means she does more shield bounces, and she's got extra physical damage reduction, just all around just stronger. Plus, she gets like an extra bounce on her shield from Awakens too, so she can stun the living crap out of the screen. Really, really good. 2 stages left. Let's go ahead and jump into 1-8 here. Take this one down. 3 crystals to defend, but we do have a middling platform tile here. I don't know. Can't remember how this one plays out, but it shouldn't be too bad. I want to say it's big bros that spawn on both sides over here. So we could just dedicate both of our fighters to this side to deal maximum damage. And if we have to, we could throw like Vortex over here or something. But I feel like we'll probably be all right. She's going to attack this. Good lord, that attack range is just so nice. But they are going to get hit a little bit, but not much. This side we'll probably just cover with Livian. She'll do a lot of stunning for us, and then we can throw Navras in here as well, just as a little bit of extra splooshing damage. Should be all right. Anyone that gets blocked up by Livian, like I said, after 3 attacks, she'll stun him for long enough that he should be able to finish him off. If not, we will throw Idril in here as kind of a secondary layer of defense. I don't think these guys are going to die. Obviously, if they were going to, we do have a healer. Get him, Navras. Get him. Do your thing. More delicious coffee. Wrath's also... I mean, I need to get better gear for my dudes. Like, I've got a pretty decent roster of epics. I feel like I can make some serious progress with them. I just need the gear, man. Gear is absolutely avoiding me. But we're also pretty low in the gear raids right now. I think our highest one is... Well, I think we're actually tied. I think it's 16 in gear raid 1 and in gear raid 2. Gear raid 3 is still a little bit behind, but we don't have a huge roster of marksmen yet. Maybe if we get another AoE marksman built up, I could even like fuse up Theowen's there. He does AoE damage, could be nice. We could probably still make a bit of a push there. But honestly, I would like to get obviously to stage 18 as fast as possible, so then everything that I farm is guaranteed to be mythic, and that just makes your weeding out gear process a little bit easier. You're not sifting through legendaries and stuff anymore. It's just everything that I get now is going to be mythic, so if it is an upgrade, it's a good upgrade. But there we go, stage 1-8 down. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. 25 more diamonds, give them to me. Are over 10,000 now. And I think after we grab out these, we'll be over 100 summon crystals as well. So this is the boss. I don't think it's going to be too dangerous. I want to say it's Baron, actually, is the boss on this one. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I was thinking, like, do I want to swap in Deimos to do some nasty single target damage, but I don't feel like it's really going to be necessary. I think we're just going to run 2 fighters, actually, like this. And then probably get our AoE smoosher like that. Get some snipes in like so. And then if we do need a healer, we've got a healer. Good lord, bro is getting absolutely just decimated. Do I want to pop his ult? I don't feel like I need to. He does summon lots of little minions, but it's not really that big of a deal. We already broke their little explosive shields. Only a few left. They're already kind of dead for the first time, so they'll be dead for the second time very, very soon. Really, really easy boss fight. Probably the easiest in the game right there. That wasn't bad at all. Didn't even have to pop lawnmower mode to deal with all those little skeletons. 55 seconds. Ooh, we got 2 summon crystals for the 3-star. We are at 98 now. Nice. I didn't know you got 2 of them. That's pretty sick. Plus, we get 5 up here, so nice try, game. Give me these suckers. 103 summoning crystals. We are absolutely ready for the weekend. 2 of these as well, so we can get some more heroes upgraded if we need to. That is nice. And what's the reward for this one? Summoning crystals again. Only 11 stages. These are pretty short. Might just break this into 2 parts. Go to 5 and then go to 11. Or go to 6 and then go to 11. I don't know. However I want to split it up, I'll split it up that way. But the important part of the day. Gear Raid 1. A smart guy would go ahead and swap all of his best gear off of Deimos, off of Wrath, put it on Greed, put it on Navras. I am not that guy. If we do beat stage 17 and it looks promising, I might do that when I try stage 18, because obviously this one's going to be much, much harder. But for now, Aziz, we're going to give this a run. How do I want to run this, though? Like, we're obviously not going to deploy Wrath. Just not going to happen. We don't need to. We might not even deploy Olag. We might just let this first barrier be our tank. And if that's the case, we have a couple of options. Mari is good here for the freeze. Probably better than Maul, honestly. I'm not sure why I've got Maul there. We'll bring her. Let's drop Olag, actually. And where's my little... There you go. My little Northerner Lord. That'll boost quite a bit of my dudes. Go ahead and do like that. I mean, it's not a huge... It's like 5% stat bonus or something? Yeah. So it's not big. But it's something. So we're going to try it like this. And hopefully it goes well. That's the main goal today. Just win and do well. So we're going to probably start out actually just putting Estrid behind the wall. She can't attack over it, but even without this extra attack boost right here, as the enemies get up on the wall, they can't attack them. And I'm actually going to throw Livian back here as well. Her stuns will be really nice, kind of slow down the damage the wall takes, I think, a little bit, so that'll be good. Throw Dolores right here, just so she's got her attack buff on Estrid. She's going to be kind of my lawnmower unit here, and hopefully things go well. This first wave of enemies, really heavy defense, very low attack, so I'm not worried about how much damage they're going to do. It's more that we don't do a ton of damage to them right now. But we're not going to worry about that too much right away. We'll go ahead and get Navras in as well, so he can do some extra damage on this side. I will probably going to throw Hollow, honestly, down here. Maybe even before I throw, I need to throw Greed in. It makes sense. He's got a lot of magic damage, and I can set him right here to kind of benefit off of Dolores as well. I'm not going to pop her ult on these little guys. As you can see, they're not really chipping away too much at the barrier's health. Go ahead and get Greed down right here. This way I can pop Dolores once all these guys get in there, because as you can see, they're little, I thought those were claws. Those are little axes. My whole time I thought this was their crazy fingers doing damage. It's not their crazy fingers. It's crazy axes. So now when these guys get up here, we're going to try to burst them down by popping all of our ults, because they do a lot of damage to your wall. And, yeah, let's watch this a little bit. Yeah, smoke them. Just weed eating the crap. I saw some 90,000s in there. Those guys with the axes don't have nearly as high a defense value as these little Komodos. We've actually smoked out the entire wave. That's disgusting. But yeah, these guys also very tanky, very high defense. I'm thinking we're going to throw Hollow in back here for the Rage regen. I want to pop her ult to make sure we're getting ults on these 5 people as often as possible. But I'm also going to throw Mari in. I'm debating throwing her in back here. It doesn't matter. Her attack range is going to be pretty much the same regardless. I guess that's one thing that's nice about Maul. When I throw his fish to freeze people, his fish will go across the entire line. But right now, as you can see, these guys have quite a bit of defense. That's why you only like 1900 damage from Estrid coming in here. Quite a bit more from the magical side of things. We're going to go ahead and throw probably... We'll do it like this so we can cover Hollow in case she takes damage. Her ult is getting ready to pop up, and when it does, we are going to try to get rid of these guys as fast as possible because they're obviously pretty dangerous. Taking a little bit of time here to get the ults, but the barrier's got tons of HP. The barrier's looking very healthy. I've lost my mouse. It's over here. Pop her, get her going up, and then I guess we can pop a freeze down. Pop a freeze. I don't know what that was. Now we'll go ahead and pop Dolores, get everyone kind of going and clearing things out. Look at those damages. Absolutely disgusting. So that whole line of enemies has pretty much been decimated. It's just the boss and these last dudes that are coming in. Now these guys do obviously hit very hard as well, but still doing pretty good. Chaining those attacks together, you can see those ults when it double swings, just mowing these dudes down. Boss is already dead. Boss is, we still have like a third of our barrier left and the boss went down. It's just these big bros here. Now they do, stop it me. They do some pretty hefty damage to your barrier, but I think we're okay. We'll just drop a freeze here, kind of let things go the way they're going. They're not even gonna make it through the first barrier. That chaining sweep from Estrid just absolutely murked those dudes. I don't think our ult timing is gonna matter too much now. We'll just go ahead and pop Navras to start blowing up these dudes as fast as possible. Throw this in 2x. I think it's just all over pretty much right now. These guys don't have a hope. Pop her, pop her, pop her, and then it's over. Stage 17 went down much easier than I thought it was going to. But of course, Awakening Estrid definitely had something to do with that. I'm going to check the stats and see how good she did compared to my actual magical damage dealers, because that's what they're there for pretty much. Let's take a look. 15 freaking million damage, bro. It's not even a stage meant for physical damage, and she's just decimating. Absolutely decimating. She is like the best epic hero in the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm calling it Estrid right now, #1 epic. Most versatile, most useful. Absolutely insane. I mean, good lord. Just decimating Greed's damage. Now, of course, she probably has better gear than Greed has on. Her gear and Navras's gear isn't too far off, to be honest. They're pretty similar, but even like he's doing magic damage, which is what you should be bringing in here, and she still almost doubled his damage. That's freaking crazy. With a run like that, a feller would be, ooh, attack bonus and healing effect. This could be decent for an attack-based healer. I'm going to lock on it and save it just in case. Boop. Take that piece of mythic gear, and now my brain is jumped into is it possible mode. It's a 50,000 power jump, which is definitely nothing to sneeze at. So I'm thinking we're going to do it proper. We're going to do it like an actual proper gamer today, and we're going to swap our gear around. What's your battle power? 49,000 to 53. I mean, that's pretty close. That's fairly close. His gear's not too much worse. He's got an ancient on. But, look at my quick change here. Popping Deimos' gear on him gives him another 2,600 boost to battle power. The crit rate's too high. He only needs 80% crit rate because he will have 100% crit rate constantly because of that. So maybe I want to throw Wrath's gear on him. That's not, I mean, losing 1,000 attack I really don't like, honestly. The crit damage is great, but I really need flat attack in this. I don't really think I've got better flat attack coming in except for Deimos. He's got like the best attack-based gear. So maybe we leave Navros alone and play around with gear on Greed because he has a low attack stat anyways. But we can get that up to almost 11,000 with a much higher attack speed. Way too much crit rate, like way too much crit rate. But that extra attack may just be a difference maker for him. Also, the attack speed will be nice as well. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do it like this. Swap their gear around since we're not going to use him anyways. We could look at what Ras would be. It's just a lot more crit damage, which is nice, but I can't afford to lose the attack on Greed. He already has a pretty low attack stat. I mean, that's why we have Dolores. Dolores is there to also boost our attack over their defense values. This now puts Estrid in the number 1 slot, which she should be because she's a freak beast. Can't even imagine, like an actual good gear set for her where she can just like decimate her enemies. I mean, she already does. So, all right, now we're going to try stage 18. Now, my expectations for winning here, pretty freaking low. And I would say like 2% chance. But we're going to try it anyway, because that's what we do. Danger. I understand it's dangerous. Anything I want to change? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say, nope, we're happy how we are. It worked last time, and it's going to work this time. And that's probably a big lie and a whole lot of copes. But whatever, we're going to jump in and try it anyway. I'm going to kind of run the same process as last time though. Go ahead and get these guys down early. Probably even wait on Livian. Just because it doesn't really matter to stun these guys as much. It's probably more important to get my magical damage out as fast as possible. Do I want to start with Greed this time? Maybe. I don't know if it'll make too big of a difference. His damage isn't going too crazy right now though, to be honest. But he is attacking much faster, and that's nice. We'll get Navros out as well. The next hero probably will be... probably going to get Hollow out earlier so I can chain her ult faster. I don't think I'll need Livian straight up right away, because if Estrid does like last time, these guys are going to go down pretty quick. These guys are taking a pretty good amount of damage. Do I want to throw... Call me crazy. Let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and pop, pop, and pop, and see if we can't cleave these guys out before they're a real threat. This AoE damage looking pretty good. Cleaving through the enemies. Not hitting nearly as hard on these defense-based Komodo dudes, but on the Axe Bros, she is kind of smoking through them relatively fast. This guy's still not getting hit somehow. Now he is. Okay, so we still beat this entire wave already. That's kind of insane. A little bit more damage on the barrier this time. Let's go ahead and pop Hollow, get our ults recharging as fast as possible. It's not about healing right now. It's just about rage regen. That's all I really want. Let's get you down as well. These guys are all defense-based, I think. I don't think they hit very hard, so we might wait on her freeze until these guys get a little bit closer, because they're going to do a lot of the damage. That's how this wave kind of goes. It sends out your defense units first, attacks behind, so you get kind of caught up attacking these guys, and then the damage dealers roll in. So we're going to try to get them frozen, and we should have an ult pretty much ready pretty soon, actually. Barrier's looking fairly healthy. Let's go ahead, pop that freeze, buy a little bit of time, and then we're going to do Dolores, Estrid, Navros, run this one out. I'm seeing people fall over dead. That's a good sign. The barrier is taking a significant amount of damage. We're about half health here. All the little guys are down. Boss is still up. I lied, there's still one little guy there. And now we got all these guys to come in. Now these guys do hit really, really hard, and there's a lot of them. But so far things are looking fairly decent. This barrier's gonna start taking some serious damage right now, though. Get a hollow ult. Get everyone kind of recharging that as fast as possible. We're gonna start just popping Mari as soon as we get her, just to kind of slow down the damage we're taking on the wall. Like so. Looking pretty good. It's looking better than I ever could have anticipated. The barrier, if it goes down, is going to get pretty crazy, but we still might have enough time to get Estrid redeployed if things go south. I'm going to wait to pop Navras here until we get Dolores, but I think this might just be a dub. And then we got Estrid going to pop right now. And it's going. It's looking like a dub. I can't. No freaking way we're taking down 18, dude. We're absolutely taking down 18. That's freaking crazy, dude. Estrid is a freaking monster, dude. Absolutely the best epic in the game. Not even up for debate. She just decimated. Just freaking decimated that. Let's see how big of a difference the gear made on Greed, though. I am curious. Crit rate, HP bonus, kind of garbo. We'll just go ahead and sell that off. Stats, 18 million damage. She somehow did even more than before. But yeah, Greed definitely jumped up from 6 million damage to 9 million. Definitely made a big difference there, popping that gear set on him, even out-damaged Navras. So that was definitely a contributing factor. But to look at a hero like Greed, who is meant for this. Now, to be fair, my Greed is not awakened 5 times. If he was, this would be a much, much higher number. It just would be. He's not. But even though this is a physical damage unit in a world of magical damage, and she doubled my magical damage top damage. That's freaking nuts, bro. Whew. Hard freaking carried. Just too good of a hero. Honestly, just simply too good of a hero. 18 million damage. Stage 18 completed. We can now guarantee ourselves mythic drops every single run. That is so nice. Now, stage 19, as you can see, we are not there. We're not even remotely there. We're going to need to farm this until we get actual good, like, mythic set bonuses with good substats, and then probably even gear rate 18 on 2 and 3. But that is absolutely massive progress. I did not expect to take 18. That was like a pipe dream. I was like, we'll try it. But it freaking worked. Holy crap. I can't even. Estrid's just too good of a hero, okay? She's just simply too good of a hero. What do I got up here? I got an achievement for that? No, it just says, congratulations, you've made progress on that. Absolutely nuts. Let's grab this out. Give me this. Just give me all the loots right now. I'm feeling great. I'm on a high. You know what I'm saying? Snag out this. Get me a mythic extract. See where we're going next. In the arena 5 times. Well, we'll do that when we do it. But I mean, absolutely crazy progress. I did not see 18 in the future, but it absolutely happened. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.